Although I do appreciate that, I mean, that's just one of those video games awards that Sean Baby did. And then he ended up naming the Dark Queen sexiest character. So that's just something to know. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, because games back then didn't really do things like that, like make the Dark Queen the way she was. And then you do have to give this game a lot of props for taking a lot of chances that it did. And it did a really good job with them too. And also for those rhinos, I do like the step back counter. And I do end up using that phrase a lot. I mean, especially during my Fight Night Champion playthrough. Just step back and then counter. So, let's see, the tricky part about this stage is that you do have to be kind of oriented to the 2.5D here. In that you do end up rotating, but then you do end up staying in the same spot on the screen, but everything around you rotates. So it can be pretty trippy to go through. And then we just gotta whack this guy with a stick. That's normally the easy way to deal with him. Otherwise you do have to headbutt him really precisely, and you know, that's just a pain in the ass to do. And of course, fuck. Like I was saying before, Pimple had a lot of fits with that part. Alright, at least I made the stupid checkpoint. Except this second part's gonna be a lot tougher now. Just because we do have to worry about this stupid thing. And that is poison, by the way, so just being really careful here. Alright, good. Shit! Okay, I think I want to jump over that thing and then hit him. Or jump over that thing and then get the hell out of there. I think that's how I want to do this. Yeah, see, this is the tricky part about this part, because you do have to practice this stage a lot, and by the time you get here, you're gonna be so starved for lives. Alright, just move. Now, damn it, kinda wanted to get that. Alright, good. Except this thing's gonna be a lot tougher to deal with now. Okay, well, that kinda works. And then there's that. Yeah, the tricky part about this stage is that you can only afford to get hit twice. If you get hit a third time, you're dead. And it's not like there are checkpoints riddled throughout this stage either. Okay, now I just gotta carefully select my target here. Alright, cover the fastball. Good. Yeah, unfortunately this is gonna take longer, but just has to be done. Alright, good. And then, of course, there are those frickin' platforms that fall once you land on them. And this is just like Intruder Excluder, where there's no floor to fall upon. So, just gotta be careful here. Yeah, that's... fuck. Okay, not what I need here. Damn it! I gotta calm down here. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about much here just because this is why I didn't want this to be a formal Let's Play. Just because stuff like this happens. I just can't get frustrated here. That's the, Alright, good. I think this sucker's gonna come back. Shit. I just gotta cover this guy's fastball here. And yeah, this is just me commentating, and unfortunately this is what happens when your nerves are shot here. But then again, I hope somebody comments in there and then saying they don't blame me just because, you know, this game is pretty nerve-wracking. Alright, good. I mean, at least the frustration wasn't as bad as, say, the last part of Battle of Olympus, but then again, we have made it through a lot of crazy stuff in this channel. Okay, let's see, I think, once I get to the last checkpoint, I'm probably gonna reset my recording. Just because I don't want to go too far without getting lag. Then again, I probably should have reset it once, I started the level. But what can you do when you are trying to beat Battletoads? Alright, just gotta scramble here. And for this part, you do have to grab onto this thing, otherwise this bastard blows you off. Although I do like the animation there. So let's see, just gotta time this carefully. Okay, good, made it. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset here. Alright, now that we're here, welcome to the last checkpoint of the game. And just gotta... yeah, that last one disappears, so it's really easy to die here. And of course, a step back counter still works. And this part, I do have a lot of trouble with this because you do have to precisely time when you drop. Okay, good. And of course, they decide to throw every enemy they can at you. At least you don't have to deal with more than one of these stupid things. Alright, you die. Kinda hoping I make this before I, Alright, good. Alright, you will not get a chance to do anything, you stupid green cloud. And then, of course, there's this part where you have to precisely fall, and then... just make sure you make your damn jumps. Of course, that led to, that part with Psychedelic Eyeball screaming... that's Psychedelic Eyeball at the end where he screams, Battletoads! Fuck! And then he ended up missing this jump. And then that is, of course, one of the best parts about this race. Alright, see this. Then there's this part. Gotta use some misdirection here. And the tricky part is you don't want to go too fast, otherwise that thing will attack you from the other side. Alright, see, just carefully misdirect here. Okay, good. Well, at least you can see where your target is. Okay, good, made it. And this is technically the last stage of the game. This is Armageddon, where you're fighting the Dark Queen. And at least we got our health back, so that's always good. I always like to headbutt the legs, just because that makes things a little bit easier. And then, of course, you will fly up, which will make things a little bit harder. But, I mean, fortunately, well, unfortunately, you don't get any damn invincibility frames here, so it's easy to die. So, just gotta do this. And the tricky part about this is that normally you have so few lives when you go in here that, it becomes a problem. Alright, good. Let's just get the hell out of the way here. Yeah, normally the best way to do this is just get the hell out of the way and then hope that she doesn't fly all the way up there and land on you like like the jerk that she is. Let's see, just gotta maneuver. Alright, good. Surprised I was able to hit her that time. Well, let's just get the hell out of the way here. And except for that one hiccup at the end, this actually went surprisingly well. Or, I mean that hiccup at the beginning. Alright, are you gonna... Alright, good. Game is complete. And just stand off to the side because he does show up through the center. So that's just something to know. And yeah, that is Battletoads in a nutshell. So... really all I'm doing is just recording this just for the heck of it. And also, if anybody from any of the programs I'm applying to are watching this, that just happened. Yes, everybody will have clogged sinuses, especially with how cold it is now. You know, unless you're watching this in Hawaii or something. And everybody's gotta be rescued and everything's gotta be hunky-dory. But yeah, I mean, despite this being one of the hardest games ever, this game is a lot of fun and also one definitely worth checking out, you know, even if it is ball-bustingly hard, it's definitely worth checking out just because a lot of the fun things that Rare did, I mean, they did a lot of new things for the NES. I mean, the graphics I already talked about were terrific. The controls take some getting used to with the floatiness, but outside of that, they did do a lot of creative things with the level design. And yeah, that's what I do love about this game is the creativity. But yeah, that is it for this little project, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you whenever the hell I decide to when all my next LP is going to be.